Evening and welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. The Yankees win a thriller in the Bronx. It's New York Minute Sports. It's New York Sports for New York Nuts. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's go!
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Eric, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power number?
I proclaim this the summer of joy!
We're gonna win.
Got him! It's New York Minute Sports.
Well, there you have it, folks. Welcome to another installment of the New York Minute Sports Show. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to visit the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. Whoa! I feel good after a baseball game. I feel good after watching the New York Yankees play baseball. I know this is a foreign feeling, and especially when the game gets to extra innings with the New York Yankees this year, because they were 1-8 before this game took place tonight, and the New York Yankees pull it out in extra innings, 3-2 against the tough Atlanta Braves. And you know what? This is an absolute confidence booster for the New York Yankees because these guys were dead and buried. The offense was in full Zombo mode like usual, and the New York Yankees decided to drink a Nappuccino and wake up in the ninth inning like they've been doing for the past 3 weeks now. And the New York Yankees, it all started in the ninth inning and with George Lombard's at bat, and he turns that errant throw all the way to third base. Now, that was a heads-up play. Now, Anthony Volpe, on the other hand, would look like he's on roller skates or he was in a game of freeze tag if that happened, but Lombard just shows maturity beyond his years. He's a 21-year-old kid. When you watch him play baseball, do you get the vibe of a 21-year-old kid or the moment looks too big for him? Not only does he look like a Gold Glover at shortstop, he's a headsy baseball player, so he gets to third base, and then Austin Wells shows up. In his defense, Austin Wells has been turning it around with his bat in the last 2.5 weeks. Maybe him not getting traded and him not being on the trade block has allowed him to relax a little bit because Austin Wells has been hitting, and tonight comes through with a huge RBI to make the game 2-1. And it was his first level swing that I've seen him take since the World Baseball Classic. I was in attendance. I watched him play, and it was the first level swing that I've seen Austin Wells. And maybe that's it, because ever since they moved him to the 4 spot a year and a half ago, he's been obsessed with this uppercut swing, kind of like Jazz Chisholm does with that short porch and right. It can be enticing, especially when you are struggling at the plate and trying to make up for a bad year with one swing. So Austin Wells gets a huge RBI and another confidence booster tonight. And then Ben Rice comes in with a double off the wall, misses a home run by a few feet, and he has been struggling. We talked about this on the last episode. Ever since the home run derby, it ruined him. He's 2 for 35. And he has been on a milk carton, and it screwed up Jazz Chisholm's swing last year. And if you look like it, proof's in the pudding still. Jazz Chisholm still has not been the same since that home run derby, and Ben Rice gets the huge double, and that's exactly what the New York Yankees needed. And you know what wins it tonight? A sac fly from McMahon. And also, great play at third base tonight, and McMahon was doing it with the stick as well. But this is what wins ball games. Manufacturing runs and sacrifice flies. What do you think's going to happen in October? Those games get so tight and so defensive, and runs are at a minimum. During the regular season, guys, the concentration isn't that high, okay? But when you guys get into crunch time, and especially in October in the playoffs, this is the style of baseball you're going to have to play, and that's why it's such a huge confidence builder for the New York Yankees. They desperately needed. Now, You got to be impressed with the new guys that Brian Cashman has brought in with Ramos and Garcia. Ramos was on base 4 times tonight. Garcia continues to impress me with his defense at first base. I didn't know that this guy played defense at this high rate. With that play in the 10th inning today, going back on that ball, dude, you know how many times the New York Yankees have dropped that ball? Remember the collision between Jazz Chisholm and Jason Dominguez? They seem that's their Bermuda Triangle, and Garcia was all over that, and that's what he adds to it. You're not going to have to jump to Paul Goldschmidt so quick for a defensive replacement. This guy's got a glove, and he also has a bat. So Ramos and Garcia are playing instant dividends. Now, Trent Grisham needs to be fed to the worm in Dune. All right? I'm done watching this guy. After the play tonight, now maybe the general population, I even hear it on Sports Talk now. We've been beating this drum here at New York Minute about Trent Grisham for a long time.
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Eric, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power numbers?
Yes, I will call Michael Kay. Guys, call up Michael Kay and be like, yo, where's your apology to New York Minute?
That's your boy.
So you said he was goodbye. That's my boy.
That's how you get the name out. I don't want to drop my own name on his show, but I will call him back and be like, what's up with Trent Grisham? Because this guy needs to be benched. And this is when money and baseball come head to head. They're not going to bench Trent Grisham because he's making $22 million. They don't care if that's what they see on their screen because Trent Grisham is making way too much money to be sent down to AAA or be off the bench. Have they put him in the wrong spot, in the leadoff spot? Absolutely. But we've been clamoring about that for 2.5 months here. He's a 5-hitter at best. And you know what? He's a 4th outfielder. I want to see Spencer Jones in center field. That debate is over. And if you notice with the 2 missed home runs by Spencer Jones tonight, this guy is getting hot. Do you notice how they walked him tonight? They intentionally walked Spencer Jones and he didn't have a single hit tonight. He is about to blow up offensively. Okay, this guy is about to go right. I think he's about to put together a week and a half. But I can't take this Trent Grisham shit anymore. I've been saying this for about a year, and now it's coming to fruition. And now the general population, the New York Nuts, and the people that watch New York Minute have been saying this in the comment section. It's just not me. Okay, everybody else in Gen Pop is now smelling salts and know that Trent Grisham's a bad player all of a sudden. Yeah. Anybody could have seen that his 1 year last year was completely a fluke. Now, what's going on with Cabby? Caballero's at bat, his last at bat tonight was just, I don't even know what that is. I don't know what's going on with him. Is he in the Yankees doghouse? And on top of that, is the pitch clock thing now, remember how they changed the rule? Where he would get into the batter's box and he wouldn't look up for 4 seconds and guys were complaining and then Major League Baseball changed the rule. Is this guy completely lost with his timing now? Is Caballero still trying to get his rhythm down? Or, I don't know. This is all conjecture. Is he a little bit of a head case and now that Lombard's come in, he really doesn't have a spot? And you got to remember, he was given the starting spot in the beginning of the year. Volpe came in, and they said it was Caballero's job, and they gave it to Volpe. He had to be pissed about that. Not to mention, they've been moving him around like crazy this year, and he's been doing everything the New York Yankees have asked of him. Now they bring up Lombard, and now he really doesn't have a place in the musical chairs. Not to mention, they've been hitting him in the 9 spot all year long, and they've been putting him in the wrong place in the lineup. And you know what? That's the problem with the New York Yankees. They have no rhythm to their offense because guys are in different spots every single night. There is no rhyme or reason to these batting orders, and I know it's matchups and shit like that, but it seems like they put their lineups in a hat and they pick it out because Trent Grisham's the first one in leadoff every single night, and it's awful. I can't watch it anymore. But Max Fried tonight, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, 90 pitches. Vintage Max Fried. This is what he gives you all the time. Also, big showdown with the first showdown against his former team, the Atlanta Braves. He's still ramping up from injury. He's knocking off the ring rust, especially guys like that with breaking pitches. They get better as the season progresses. And that's the best thing about Max Fried. We have a rested guy who missed half the season, who's been known to run out of gas as the season progresses. Just remember him in the playoffs last year. But he shut down a really good Braves offense tonight, and he gets no run support. And this is why no run support or no run producing from the offense is going to come back, and it's going to affect the starting pitching and the bullpen. When these guys don't get run support, look at how many relievers that they use tonight. When they don't get run support, they feel like they have to be perfect all the time, and it puts more stress on the whole team. If the New York Yankees can get out of this full Zombo mode and give some run support to the starting pitching and the bullpen, that can shrink the game. That can make you use less bullpen guys, which the New York Yankees need to do, because I told you, keep an eye on this bullpen. I feel like it's starting. They're on the ropes a little bit. They needed that day off. And now Cruz and my boy, the employee of the month, every single month, Tim, king of the hill of AutoZone. Little shaky. As you notice, Cruz's ball isn't breaking, and Tim Hill, his fastball and his sidearm delivery is getting a little flat, and people are picking up on it because that's wear and tear, and they've been overused all year. Hedrick looks strong in the bullpen tonight, so the New York Yankees win a much-needed game, because think about this. Think about it, the New York Yankees lose this game. They use their closer. They use a bunch of guys in the bullpen. They literally spoil a great start with Max Fried against his former team. But tonight, the New York Yankees can go home happy for once in an extra inning game. They worked at bats later in the game. They drew walks. They won a game with a sacrifice fly. They were gritty. They showed some spine tonight, and they showed some resilience, and this is something that they can build on. Hell, I know the New York Yankees are going to come out and have no hits until the 7th inning tomorrow, okay, and the game's at 3 p.m. But a boy can hope, right? After tonight's game, this is the first time I actually feel good watching a New York Yankees game. Was it a quality win? I'm not going to go that far. But I feel good after this one because the Yankees win in extras at home, and their record has been subpar at home this year. And at least the fans get to drive home in that traffic on the Deegan, on the Bruckner, and on the Cross Bronx. It's Roger Clemens from the press box.
Roger Clemens is in George's box. Oh, my goodness gracious.
And why don't you go over to Instagram, New York Minute Sports, NEWYRKMIN. Also, have you become a New York Nut yet? For $1.99 a month, you get twice the show for half the dough. Also, go over to the New York Nuts merch store. That's the beautiful blue link underneath the video. All the T-shirts shown during the show are made in the USA, just like yours truly. And remember, if you can't be good, be bad, baby. Good night, Canada. That was a terrible salute. Good night, Canada. Bye.
That's your boy.
So
you said he was.
Goodbye. That's my boy.
Said you've been quite boisterous on the broadcast about Jazz Chisholm's performance, and you remember. I know that you wake up remembering me in the morning, so I'll just remind you: Trent Grisham, 36th best defensive center fielder in Major League Baseball, 365 slugging, hitting 175. A 676 OPS, has been on base for 0 of Aaron Judge's home runs this year. So you called me crazy in the beginning of the season.
And has 26 runs.
Yeah, that's good. So is Trent Grisham a good player?
Yeah, he is a good player. Is he a great player? No, he's not. And I said I would not have given him the $22 million qualifying offer. I've been very clear about that.
Like, you're omitting him on the broadcast.
Because
omitting is a lie.
He's got a lot of big hits. Eric, you're the one who's going out on a limb on Chisholm or on Grisham. I'm not.
What are you talking about?
Options,
you
bud?
told me I didn't know baseball, and it was too early.
Options?
And now it's later.
But what are the
So I was just asking if you want to revise your statement because you were screaming about me about the power numbers.
Eric, why would I revise my statement after 15 games?
You were telling me I didn't know baseball because where's the power number?
It's 15 games.
Maybe.
What are their options? I'm asking you a question.
They can get Dietrich on a smoke break from Ralph because he's so great about hitting lefties.
Could you do what Grichuk does? So don't say he should be bagging groceries at Ralph's.
Can I go 0-13 in the Major League? Yes.
Eric. Maybe they could what?
Maybe they should bring him back to the team, Mike, because you were so high on him.
Who?
Randall Gittrick. That's your boy.
First of all, it's Randall Gritchick, so I
You
have the word.
said he was-
Goodbye. That's my boy.